if you're new to OnlyFans and you have 1 fan, 2 fans, 5 fans, track them on a spreadsheet. Do it, you won't regret it. You will be so glad when it grows to like 100, 200, a billion, that like you tracked from the beginning, because then it's much easier to keep track of your tracking. I wish I'd started that sooner, because I thought, oh, I'll track my subscribers when I have enough subscribers worth tracking, or like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna work out. But you know, the best thing to help you work out if it's gonna work out is if you've tracked everything, and then you can kind of predict where it's gonna go and stuff like that, and like who's gonna stand out for you. Imagine it as a fan, you would want the person who you're giving money to remember you and like keep track of you and know what you like and appreciate you. There's so many times where I've gone through my spreadsheets and I'm like, wow, that person spends a lot on me, and I didn't even realize. I just liked talking to them. And then other times where I'm like, there'll be someone who is being quite draining, or they want quite a lot out of me, and then I look at my spreadsheet and I'm like, they've given me like $5. Why am I getting stressed out about this? It's really, really useful to help you balance things and make decisions and stuff. Things I tracked from the start was username, the date I checked most recently, the date I started tracking them, the most recent time I've done any obvious check-in with them. I don't know, checking if they've got rebill on, or like a message to just catch up with them, like any like deliberate, not just like chit chat, but like any like deliberate effort to engage with them. How much they have spent on me so far, and whether they've got like a custom or whether they like buy PPV videos. Also where they came from, Instagram, Reddit, Pornhub, like whatever. And that's really, really useful, because then if you have a funnel site that you're like, this is awful, I hate this website, and you're not getting many people from there, then maybe it's not worth doing it. Like for example, I hate Reddit. I've got like 2 or 3 people from Reddit before in my whole time doing this, and like it's just not worth it to me. I hate it. Also, I put their interests or their kinks, or like the things they specifically like, because that can feel really overwhelming with like so many different kinks and stuff, that having it just written down black and white like can help to merge that information together, so when you talk to them you're more likely to remember to bring up the things they find interesting, and that's just more fun for them, so why wouldn't you do that? Also, I have a system with like VIPs where I put like a diamond next to their name if they have been like a long-term subscriber, and I also put like a little dollar bill note next to their name if they tip really high. That way when I'm looking through messages, I have this priority list of who I reply to in messages, but those people get faster replies. A really, really important thing I put is when their subscription expires, because you want to, ideally, as you're going through the spreadsheet, every day you spend, so every day I spend like 15 minutes. I have ADHD, so I need to like time everything. I put 15 minutes on this timer, and then I go on my spreadsheet and I'll check. The people who are close to their expiry date, I send them a message based on the information I have about them. So it'll be like, do they have rebill on? If they have rebill on, they get my rebill reward, which is like, this month was a video, next month it's going to be 50% off of a custom video. I ask my fans what they want as their like reward thing. I check if they've got rebill on. If they have it on, I send them the video. If they don't have it on, then I send them like a reminder, oh, do you want to put rebill on? You get this free stuff. And then I also give them a discount off of next month in the hope that they resubscribe. But also, importantly, if they do resubscribe, I'll see that they're on a discounted price when they resubscribe, so that I know they were one of the people who had rebill off. Does that make sense? I also occasionally will go through everyone and send a voice note just to check in with people, because it's cute and it's nice. Then I check when I last did a voice note to them, because if I haven't spoken to them in ages but they're like a really lovely loyal fan, then I want to like make sure I do that. And just any other notes about them. The thing that it really, really helps with is if someone has spent $3 because they just subscribed when you want a discount, and they're asking you for loads and loads and loads of things, you're going to react differently to someone who's spent $150 in the last few weeks. Asking you one thing for the first time is very different vibes. And in terms of protecting your energy and your time, you have to prioritize. This job there's a lot of prioritizing you have to do, and like decision making you have to do. One pattern I've only just realized is my top spenders, I have like 20 people who are top spenders, and only about 5 of them are really chatty, and the others are pretty quiet. Then it's easy for me to forget they're like spending a lot. I need to make sure I give back to them and like make it worth it for them, and I wouldn't know that unless I tracked it. And I always get worried that oh my god, I'm constantly worried that I'm being too businessy or analytical or like scammy or money grabby. I hate that feeling. But I think with this like tracking people thing, especially because I have ADHD and I just don't remember things very well, I want to make sure the people who've spent a lot of money on me get the best they can from me. The best, I don't know, service, attention, offers, like that kind of stuff. Because I'm grateful for them. Then the best way to do that is to make sure I remember the things that are important to them. Does that make sense? And if you start off your spreadsheet really simply, because if you're overwhelmed by it, I love spreadsheets, but if you're overwhelmed by it, literally do username, when they expire, how much they've spent on you, and that's it so far. Just start off with that. I really recommend it. I'm including I've made my spreadsheet, but I took only the I took a random amount of 10 or 20 fans to replicate what it's like when you first start, so that it doesn't seem like I'm like showing off. And I literally copied actual money I've got from them, the amount of people who've like unsubscribed, resubscribed. There's also a good thing you can check is some people disappear, they delete their account and then they're gone. That's really weird when that happens, and it can help you realize, oh, that does happen sometimes. Like, it's not like that just happens, and it doesn't matter how much they've spent or not. Like, that just happens to any type of accounts. Like, people just delete their account. Maybe they didn't want to spend money there anymore. Maybe they became super religious. I don't know, whatever, it's up to them. Like, they do what they want, but like I want to know the people who've deleted their account versus unsubscribed. You also get to see all the funny usernames. Another really useful thing I do is on OnlyFans, if the fan hasn't specifically chosen like a username, you can rename people. So I've renamed anyone with you 1 2 3 4 5, like a username, which is like a generic thing. I rename them from A to Z. I think I've got up to H now. I'll have like in my subscribers, there's people called G, F, B, and that's people who had a generic username, and then that just keeps it easier for me to remember them, because you blah 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 blah, blah, like for username blah blah blah, don't remember that at all. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope this makes sense. I wish I'd started it earlier, because I find it really addictive to go through and update it and like keep track of it and like keep it neat. And I wish I'd done it earlier, because there's now fans who have gone, and I'm like, if I'd have been keeping track sooner, maybe they would have stuck around longer. Or like I have really big spenders who disappeared, and I'm like, maybe because it seemed like I didn't care about them, or like it seemed like I didn't remember them, because I just wasn't keeping track of it. Really recommend it. Have fun with your spreadsheets, okay? Okay, so this is my made-up replica version where I've faked the information, but it is similar to what mine actually is. So it's got like the range of money from people and the range of like where they're from and stuff, and then kinks and stuff, then usernames, whether they've resubbed. If it's grey, that means they unsubscribed, but I keep them in there in case they come back, because that happens quite a lot. And then like if they've got rebill on or not, and then like the last time I checked on them. And then this is like different information, like have they tipped me before, have they bought PPV, have they got a custom video before, what was it, that kind of stuff.